Oh, I wanna feel some feet with somebody. I wanna see those toes with somebody. Yeah, I wanna count 11 toes with somebody. With chicky's feet, are you with me? Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Don't you wanna spin the wheel with me, baby? Don't you wanna eat those bugs with me, boy? Hey, don't you wanna drink hot sauce with me, baby? Don't you wanna show your toes with me, girl? Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Topo GGO's in the house tonight. Passive puppets here for the fight. First got whiskey, chicky's got toes. Warzone's on, here we go! Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me?
Yeah, that was coincidence.
Both were muted there, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. All right, as always with our top 10 lists, we start at number 3, top penises. All right, Chicky, as always with our penises.
So, Shad, I had said that I cracked up when I read your top penises. All right, so being put on the spot, top 3. 3 is me, 2 is protagonist, 1 is Angel.
Yeah, top 10 penises, guys. So we have a short stream today. I got a very last minute phone call today that said that the senior vice president of stores will be in my store tomorrow.
Afternoon. That means evening.
It could, because they got to get back to Alex. So it's just, it may not even. But anyway, nonetheless. So yeah, no. I'm embargoing all wheel
Shows on my
spins.
chins.
I keep cutting out.
You're fine for me, but it must be
Okay.
stream.
I'm embargoing all wheel spins tonight. But we do have some things to discuss.
I'm crocheting.
So let's start with
Trying to finish these damn small snowmen so I can try to make some big snowmen.
Stalker, excellent,
Big balls.
excellent job, Stalker. Tied for first place with Turtle and Goth. If the Chiefs win tonight,
I thought you were tied too.
no, one of my games dropped. So Chicky, you're actually
Oh,
tied with
Turtle
me.
and Goon.
Me, you, and not him are tied for second right now. Now, if Kansas City wins, we'll still be
How
in
did
second.
you and I put the same count, same points for the tiebreaker?
Oh, that's interesting. Good point. Chad is very last. That's true.
Jesus Christ.
So Chad is trying to get all the losers. Is what his um. So anyway, it keeps kind of shut you off for some reason.
He can get the booby prize coming in last.
It's not showing.
You knew the Vikings would win, but you don't go against your boys.
So anyway, so this is where we're at right now. So if Tampa wins tonight, Goth wins outright. So that's number one. If Kansas
But
City
they all
wins,
had the same.
nope, Goth has
Oh
Tampa.
no.
If Kansas City wins, it's the tiebreaker of scores, and Turtle has 34 combined points. Stalker has 38. So that's a big one. It's a big one. See what happens. Perfect size, a good squeeze. So
Chad, that is very nice of you because nobody wants larger than that.
so there's that. Now, before I get into time, sir, I have something else.
Chop mine off, donate them to somebody else.
I'm gonna put.
Yes, you are, Turtle. You guys see me making faces while I crochet.
I'm gonna put a poll out.
Put your pole away. Nobody wants to see that. You are not top 3 penises. Oh, Shad, pole, P-O-L-L.
Okay, I'm about to put a poll out.
Shoot, I don't know if I need 2 more of these or fudge. 1 or 2. You know how many I need for? Also got 2 of your head. But the ones I said no.
Okay.
See?
There's a poll out.
See, Chicky gets no input with this shit.
Which one? Okay. You have absolute input to this. So I am thinking about doing. I put together a couple here. So this is one emoji. Toodaloo. I have 2 dogs. So that's one of them. So made this one. Finally, so made this one. So, any thoughts? Of course, it's a split vote. You say leave them. You don't like the Toodaloo. Chicky's camera went out again. What the hell?
Because when you
I know.
change
I
things on your
swear to God, I'm plugging it. So annoying. like it a lot, but how often would you use Toodaloo?
Toodaloo, bitches.
At the end? All the time. Not prepared to make this change tonight necessarily. So I get overwhelmed. Stalker would.
Oh, Ferb's here. Toodaloo.
I'm curious to see what they would like small.
Yeah.
How close to the next one? I don't. It's actually.
No, because we jumped up to as many as we got, and I don't think we've come anywhere near being.
It was triple digits, and I think we're only at like 53
Yeah.
numbers now. Hold on.
You guys went crazy that first like couple weeks and
Yep.
did a lot of gifted. I know a lot of you did gifted the first couple days, and then like the following week, Clip did 20, and then Shad did 20, and then Clip did another 20, and it like jumped us really high for those like that month.
So we're at 54 members right now.
And I think we were up to like 140 at one point, or something like that. You had one that I don't think you ever made.
21 more members needed. Really? That's it? All right, 21 more. Okay, it's more than I thought, or less than I thought. 21 more
For how many?
to get a 13th emoji.
You have 14 up there now, don't you?
2, 3,
You have 14.
6, 7. Oh, as you gain more, I don't know. I don't know. That's what it says up on there.
Hello, friends.
So, hey, Odie. So, guys, these are. Oh, we're getting a lot of people saying leave them all. These are some of the options I had. Different. We did Toodaloo bitches.
Your Odie, crocheting. Nothing fancy. They're kind of actually a pain in my butt because I don't like this yarn. But they're the scarves for my snowmen's. My snow peoples. I got to go spend time with the neighbor's pup today. She is a sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going tomorrow too. Her other friend's dad was admitted with pneumonia. So she doesn't
I
have
was thinking the new neighbor.
No, not the puppy. Not the puppy. Finley Grace. It's funny because when I first got there, I walked in and she looked at me like, what the hell?
So what's interesting is right now, technically, leave them all is winning, but if you combine the other three, it's winning to add Toodaloo. They're just chained. They have different thoughts on
Yeah, you've got to consider what your
which one to
question
get
is.
rid of. People like PPG more than I thought. That would have been the first one I'd get rid of, just BP.
No.
What's
See,
up?
I like that
What's
one.
up?
I like the visor too.
See, Chicky wants to get rid of the feet. I get
I don't like those feet. Like if they were more like the ones, even though I don't even like the ones you use for the "We'll be right back," to be honest, because the red, I just don't like red, and I'm working with red.
Get rid of Topo. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about that too, to Shad, just because he changed his name back.
You do have two of those.
That's Grumpy Fur. Change the feet to puppy feet.
Puppy feet.
Topo been missing forever. Hey,
Little puppy beans.
you guys think get rid of Topo? Flip, what do you think of get rid of Topo? Make a new poll.
It was part of your story, though, too. Topo's part of your thing, Lexi. Scarves. Aren't they pretty? This one's pretty. Sparkly.
Yeah, I thought about that too, Turtle. Get rid of PP. I don't know.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, nobody uses PP. They just type PP because they want to find out how big their PPs are.
Put Topo in the back. PG. Actually, you're right. Nobody really uses PP, do they?
No,
Get rid of PP?
because if somebody wants PP, then they do PP. And then protagonists inspired me.
I remember
I'm
when
having
PP was the core value of this channel. Okay, hold on.
Still is. So protagonists encouraged me, inspired me because it's a help yourself to dinner tonight. So I'm doing this. Light is bright. Uh-oh. What did I miss, Stalker? Did you have a small PP? Oh, Stalker. I wish we knew how to do that, Stalker, because it would be fun.
All right. How about this one? 2 options. What's up, Goth? Herb has everything rigged against me. Stalk. I offered Stalker to point. Trying to buy his friendship. He's not
Ow.
jumping in.
These are my sharp scissors that I hurt myself with all the time. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to multitask with them.
I'm beginning to think PP is the one to get rid of. All that trash puppet. Well, guess we already went over that. We already discussed that. Okay. But if you must, so here's the deal for tonight, Goth. As you probably already know this. If Tampa wins tonight, flat out, doesn't matter what the score is, Goth is the winner for this week. Kansas City wins. Turtle and Stalker will win this week, and depending upon the score, we'll decide which one is the outright winner for the points. Basically, if Kansas City wins, Chicky, not him, and I will all move up into second place, tied with Goth. So it'll be 4 of us tied for second place. So, mind you, keep in mind, I do have still the outright lead for the season.
You know, I
Right.
also made my picks drunk the other night.
Yes, so did I. So, actually, dare I say, the drunkest. So, anyway.
Biggie messaged me and he said, this morning, he said, "How's your head feeling?" And I said,
Haven't had any.
I didn't know.
Are
He
you
didn't say,
serious?
he didn't say, "How's your head?"
No.
I said, "Were you lurking in the stream the other night?" I said, "We felt a little rough for a little while, but it was okay afterwards." And he goes, "Well, I did a little bit, but mostly I'm asking because you came into my stream and told me that you loved me and that you were a little tipsy, and then later you came back and said you were a lot of tipsy." I said, "Oh yeah, I remember that now."
Turtle, I will say this last Sunday was one of the rougher mornings I think ever had. Yeah.
I think I had such a rough time because of my other issues. I think
Yeah.
that's what got me.
So
It sucks.
should add a small number to the top rating topo. Okay. So I guess we're getting rid of. I can do this right now. We can get rid of PP right now. So I guess here's the next poll. Show all this. Next poll is
I like the dogs.
which,
I say no to the cats.
there's no cats here.
I thought that one was cats. Oh,
Those are
it's not.
supposed to be dogs.
They look like cats. I mean, they've got dog ears.
I'm gonna
Now that I
call
look at the
the
ears closer,
bottom. I'm gonna call the bottom.
the bottom one, Chad. Sorry. Oh no, Otopill redeemed a spin.
Well, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, Odie. I'm going to give you back 20,000 whiskey bottles because you weren't here at the beginning. There's an embargo on spins tonight. I have
You can temporarily turn that off, can't you?
I think I can change the points or something. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you your points back. Hold, please.
Yeah, he's got a head honcho coming to work tomorrow, and
So there is an embargo.
really didn't want to stream tonight at all.
That's why we're doing a short one.
Not with me, anyway.
So give you your points back here. Here you go. All right.
Oh, hello, child.
Refund. Oh wait, did you also add 20,000? Okay, Clip also added 20,000 too. So there you go. For your inconvenience, you got an additional 20,000. One wheel spin error tonight got you 2 wheel spins for the future. Oh, stalker. Anyway, okay. Cartoon dogs. Bottom.
Did you see how they look really tiny? That's my worry.
Bitches. This is a poll. All right, here you go. Here's your poll. Which is best? Cartoon dogs, bottom left. Other dogs, top left. Bitches. I have a feeling bitches is going to get way too many votes.
I mean, you do get the whole bitches concept, right? Just making sure.
Chicky likes the cartoons, guys. I think she likes the upper left.
I like the top left. I
Chicky
don't like the
likes top
bottom
left.
ones.
Chicky likes top left.
But I don't dislike the bitches.
So I will say, Chicky.
I just wonder if that would be a problem with YouTube.
Yeah, I
I
thought
wouldn't
about
think
that too.
so, but it might be. I know they get kind of funny. I know Twitch does for sure. Gets funny about some of their emojis too.
Gotta get the bag. Yeah, Turtle. I'm leaning to. That's part of the reason why I did the dogs, because I thought that would be kind of a way to do bitches without doing bitches. So I think I can go ahead and put it in there right now, just so we can see what it looks like, guys.
My worry is they might be too small and might not be able to realize what they are anyway. Ice cream is melting.
All right, so if we're replacing EP, this one, Toodaloo. I don't know how quickly that happens, but get it. All right, are they in there? Still see people. How does this work? Oh, they're there. Okay. Yeah, no, we shouldn't be looking. And that was a mistake.
What did you have up on the screen?
I had our analytics up from. It was a mistake. Herb got you mid execution. I did. Yes, absolutely. So, Puppet, we're doing a short stream tonight because I have some big wigs coming in my store talking about the new emoji, and we're discussing doing. And actually, your input would be interesting. So at the end of our stream, we always say "toodaloo," bitches. That's something that Bustin started. Just do every stream. So we're thinking about getting rid of one of the emojis and changing it to one of these. They are puppets. Yes, they are the biggest of puppets. This puppet gave me a very long hug in Cabo and had his arm around.
Oh, can I?
And had his arm around Chicky for an extended period.
Yeah, it was interesting. Being the first time I ever met him.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but yeah, it's Tim. So
Can I come visit?
come on down and say hi.
Can I come say hi to my friend? I can remind
So
him of some Cabo stories.
wheel spins are embargoed tonight, and we're doing a moderately short stream here. But we're trying to discuss. So what do you guys think? We're gonna stick with the one that I have there. Do you guys like the Toodaloo puppies? Should we leave it for now? I think I can change it whenever I want. So, Puppet, I know you would never put this on your stream, but do you think I get in any actual YouTube trouble with having the word bitches as an emoji? I'm sure it would be frowned upon at minimum, I would assume. By the way, Chicky's having ice cream. It's her, you don't know.
I am. I had a late lunch. I ate the rest of that crappy sub.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to leave it for now.
Nah. I like the cartoon dogs because those are in the know or in the know, and anybody else can ask it. We can explain it if we need to.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do TimeGuesser. So sir. All right, so we're going to do 55.
See, that's my dinner. It's very delicious. Make a second channel just in case.
Under.
I just wouldn't bother taking the chance with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I like the dogs. The dogs are playful and silly.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start the TimeGuesser game. So bets are out. Bets are open. So if you think I'm gonna get over 35, what? Still don't understand you, but guesser, yes, TimeGuesser. Kevin's here for TimeGuesser. So if you think we're gonna do over 35,000 points in TimeGuesser, which
There's two of you.
our all-time best score, I believe, is 46,000, something like that. I'd say we typically average around 35,000. So if you think we're going to go over 35,000 points tonight, exclamation bet, over, and then the amount of points you want to bet. Think we're going to be under, exclamation under, and the amount. So
I'm watching you on the screen there, jumping back and forth on either side of Dad and I.
Odie went 10,000 over. So did Shad. Real quick, see. Yep, we got a couple bets in. That's good. All right, TimeGuesser. Here we go. Nope, Puppet said, "Oh, hi, Kevin." Puppet. No, once he's acknowledged, he's gone. No, he said hi as he ran. All right, here we go.
He was watching Puppet with me earlier. He said, Puppet's playing Fortnite? I said, yeah. And then he was even more surprised that it was ranked. Yep, exactly, passive. You don't play ranked because you can't do quests? Huh. Okay.
Hey, is that guy checking her out?
You've had this one.
I have never had this one.
You've had
I
this
do
one
not
because
remember
you asked
this one
you
at all.
you talked about that. I'm pretty sure you did.
No, I've seen many guys checking women out in this thing, so that's not the first time I've said that. Okay, where is this? So whenever I see cable cars, I typically think of like San Francisco, but that's not obviously on cable cars. This, I believe,
We had them here.
yeah, he's checking out her toes.
We still have the some of the tracks downtown.
His eyes are kind of going down the feet. That's true. I feel like this is going to be like Italian or Spanish or something.
So has anybody tried this? Our middle child told us that they heard you take popcorn, freshly popped popcorn, and put it in the freezer. In a Ziploc in the freezer for a little while and then eat it, and it's supposed to be really good.
Turtle is great at this game. He said Texas. Um,
The entire crew escaped Blackheart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of. I actually, part of me thinks too is I was drinking the Mai Tais, which is rum. I'm thinking rum and I do not mix very well.
He doesn't believe Chad. I'm not sure I believe. This is a tough one right here.
He said Turtle wants you to get under.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's true. Damn, I'm gonna go Rome. I'm gonna go.
Oh no, Stalker. Bubba's having a rough night.
I'm gonna go 1964 Rome. 1960. Oh, I almost went Spain. I mean, it's Portugal, but still. Okay, you know what? That's not horrible though. 6,800 is not horrible, guys. It's not horrible. That gets us damn near. It's almost 35,000. So that's.
I would do it, Stalker.
All right. Let's see what the next one is.
Why don't you tell him if he calms down and starts acting right, you'll let him crack an egg on your head?
Jerusalem Pearl Hotel. All right. I'm guessing this is Jerusalem. All right.
Why?
Snow in Jerusalem. Does it snow in Jerusalem? That's probably why it's so weird. They're probably like, this is the first time it's ever snowed in Jerusalem. That is super weird. Right.
Angel!
Oh, hi, Angel. Oh, Angel. Chicky did a top 10 penises list earlier. You want to share it again? Hold on. Yeah. Hold, please hold.
Chocolate on my face. I probably have chocolate on
Oh,
my face.
I know why. I know why. Here's right there. Top 10. That's why I didn't have that. All right. Top 10.
As usual, our top 10 is actually a top 3. Top 10 penises. Number 3 is me. Number 2 is thy protagonist. And number 1 is Angel.
Congratulations, Angel. Top 10 penis. You're top 1 penis. Congratulations. So, Angel, we changed one of our emojis tonight. We changed the PP emoji to Toodaloo doggies.
No, he's not wearing contacts. He's just not wearing his glasses. That's why he can't guess the time guessers, because he can't see them.
All right. So I feel like this is Jerusalem, right? So this Pearl Hotel, I think that's the rest of the word Jerusalem. And I just feel like it snowed in Jerusalem one day, and that's why. Like the writing there, I'm thinking this is Jerusalem. Might be writing this, but
There is when he can't see.
yeah, my glasses. I don't even know where. Kitchen.
They're over on the table.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
You bring them down.
No.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah, people were doing top points in the beginning of stream. We were doing top points, and Shad typed in top penis. It's before we started. I was laughing so.
All right. What year is this? What Chicky? Can you Google what year did it snow in Jerusalem?
Jerusalem instead of Jerusalem. Wait a minute. I'm forever going to call it Jerusalem instead of Jerusalem now. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh. Tomato versus tomato.
Wait, it does snow in Jerusalem? January and February. No. Let's type last snow. Jerusalem was covered in snow in January 2022 after a storm. Still in 2022, guys. There we go. 2022.
All right, Chad. I don't know how long it takes you to get
Yeah.
home. We may or may not be here. Be careful.
Yes, Shad. We don't see you too. All right. That's not bad for us. We're on pace for 35 now. All right. I was right about Jerusalem. That's good. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the There's Fox News.
Excuse me.
So I thought this was that
Is that,
store.
or is it the Chris Angel something or other? What's on that guy's hat? I can't tell. GMC. That's my guess. Yeah, it says performance underneath.
No, we let him. Gosh, where is it? So Fox News is there, which makes me think it's America somewhere. They
There was like a Apple store that was all glass or something. Note about.
This is gonna be a tough one. So, like, this could be goddamn anywhere. I feel like just going to New York just to be safe. 35,000 points is not looking good right now, fellas. Let me tell you. All right, I'm gonna say 2015 City.
Does that
Wait, what?
say something on the right-hand side of the glass building?
No, I don't see any.
Okay, it's just reflection on the glass.
It says 2015 City. 2013. Look at that guess. We're back in it. We are back in it. Look at that. Look at that. That's a guess right there. It's the Apple Store. Long queues outside the Apple Store on Fifth Avenue. That's what you guys. I know my time guesser.
We did customs on Nuketown yesterday, Angel. We
That was fun.
eventually did Turtle and Stalker against 6 of us.
Yeah, and they won.
Against 6 of us, and they won twice. 2 different games. One was kill
Teabagging her
confirmed,
famously.
and one was the one where somebody is designated.
Is it Russia? Is it Moscow? Oh my lord, is this like 1970s Moscow? Going 1970s. The late 70s. 77 Moscow. What?
We had problems though. Like it was weird when we were playing teams and stuff. When we got in the game, you couldn't hear. You'd hear each other like sporadically. I mean, it's COD. So if we could fix that, that would help.
I got the year.
Bustin's here.
I got the year. Oh, Bustin, we have a Toodaloo bitches emoji now. Guys, we're gonna hit 35,000. Those who bet over. Look at that. We need 2,000 from this round. That's it. Liberia. Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Angel, I still gotta get your version, your clip of that.
Hello?
All right, now where the hell's Liberia?
Oh,
Where the hell
sorry.
is Liberia?
Did you go pick up your new toy?
What? Where's Liberia? Wait a minute. Where the hell is Liberia? I think when I was saying it, I was thinking Libya. Obviously, it's not Libya. That was like I haven't yet. No, Angel. I haven't been doing a lot of. I really haven't done any video editing at all this month. Kind of purposely.
The West African coast.
There it is. Okay. So probably gonna say Monroe since it's the biggest city. So
That is
now-
not a poor imitation, Angel. It sounds just like it, but better and clearer.
Hello.
Hello.
Now the question is, what year is this? I think we can hit 40,000 this round, guys. We just gotta get the right year.
Oh, we get you FaceTime with Cordy if you need help, or I can even bring them down there.
1987. Liberia. Let's see what we got. 1980. Right. See what the final score is here, guys. I think we're right around 40,000. 41,000.
Yeah, it's not coming through. This will.
All right, guys.
I don't think that came through either.
Those of you who bet over, congratulations. Over was the winner. Those of you who bet, I hope it works. I don't even know. Have we actually? Oh, top 10 chick. You got another top 10?
Kevin, you got a top 10 for us? We need Kevin's top 3. Want to do Kevin's top 3 Halloween candy? You want to do it again? You want to do Kevin's top 3 parents? You do top 3 parents. Why not?
I can continue with the top 10 sodas. Hold on a minute. As you guys know, our top 10 lists.
I know the top 1.
Chicky already knows. As usual with our top 10 lists, I already started this one. I think we started at number 385. So I think we left off. Wait, no.
Where's my phone?
Actually, no, it was 284. I don't know where we left off. I'm going to say it number 264, Fanta Banana. Vaguely remember. Only 265 was Sprite Peach. That sounds good. Number 263 is Hey Song Sarsaparilla. Number 262, Mountain Dew Ultraviolet. Number 261, Dr. Becker Blue Sky Cane Sugar Soda. So, top 10. So, friends. Ooh. Man. You're all number 1. Except for 1%. Number 260, Sonic's Ocean Water. Number 259 is OK Soda. 258, Pepsi Kona. I wonder what Pepsi Kona is. Number 257, Gel Bust. That's your favorite Pepsi Kona, Angel? I think you're the one person who voted. At number 256, Trocadero. Trocadero. Now, see, this is, I think, one of our very first insults Fago Black Cherry at 255. I'm sorry, no. Puppet, ironically, that's something that I don't know if you were here, but we talked about it. I think we might look into selling visors and whiskey glasses with our logo on it. Moderately soon. I think I can actually get a good deal, possibly. I got to make sure that we can sell visors, that we can get visors. But
My phone
oh, good.
was in my pocket.
Oh, whew. Thank God. We actually sell. At my workplace, I sell this kind of stuff. But I've never had to sell a visor before, but I sell this kind of stuff with it, like put logos on it, and I might actually be able to get an even better discount on it. So anyway, we're gonna look into it. So, and then Chicky makes the whiskey glasses herself. Like she actually uses a hot box and she like makes the glass and etches the image on it. She's a glass blower. She's an old school glass blower. That's what she said. Number 254, Mountain Dew Sangrita Blast. Never heard of that one. Oh, this sounds horrible. Polar Diet Dry Orange. Alibaba, yeah. Yes, I work for Alibaba. Best Whistle Orange. Manzana Postabon. Peach Knee High. That's probably yummy. All right. We'll come back to our top 10 list. Oh, did we have something else? Let's see. We talked about football. We talked about emojis. We played TimeGuesser. You know what? Let's do one more, Chicky. Let's do one more game. All right, guys. We have movie good. So we have Oscar-nominated films. Starts with A through H and released from 95 to 2015. We have Amy Adams, Steven Spielberg, and Christian Bale. Interesting. Okay. All right, Clip. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it, as always.
Clip.
Toodaloo. Toodaloo. All right. Spielberg feels like would be the easiest. So I think we got to go Schindler's List for Oscar nominated here, right? Starts with A through H. Starts with A through H. E.T. E.T. is Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Released from 95 to 2015, Spielberg.
Angel. How many children did Mr. Angel make cry the other night?
It's 95 to 2015, Spielberg. Saving Private Ryan, come out. Saving Private Ryan pre-95. Says none, but I heard a lot of screams. I feel like Saving Private Ryan, I feel like is after 95, but I'm not certain. Why am I drawing a blank on Steven Spielberg? Schindler's List probably would have been for there.
He says none, but I heard a lot of screams. Making them scream is not making them cry.
Isn't it? Yes, thank God. All right, cool. Got that one done. Okay. I like Amy Adams, but I don't think of a lot of her movies. Like I'm trying to
She did the what's one with Patrick Dempsey where she's with the princess?
I know, yeah. Can't think. That's my point. Like I can never think of the names of the movies. So she's been in the Superman movies, like Man of Steel. I want to say maybe is one of them. She also she was in that one movie that was Oscar nominated um with uh with Christian Bale, ironically, actually. Um and it wasn't Margot Robbie. It's like based out of the seven. It's like in the 70s, and that's an Oscar nomination. I can't think of it. Private Ryan was 99. Well, luckily I got Goth behind her. Maybe. All right, Christian Bale. Um, American Psycho for Christian Bale. 95 2015 Christian Bale. Oscar nominated Christian Bale. What's the one where he's a magician?
The one about Houdini?
One with Hugh Jackman. It's called something. Oh, shoot. I should be allowed to look up IMDb. All right, so Amy Adams was Arrival. Was Arrival Oscar nominated? I think it might have been. I'm gonna take a, you know what? No. I'm gonna put that under A. All right, Arrival. And then what is the name of that movie she's in? Damn. The guy who plays Rocket Raccoon is in it too. The guy who voices Rocket Raccoon.
Raccoon?
Raccoon. He did play Batman. Um, Oscar nom. Um, what is the name of the movie where she was the princess?
Mm. It wasn't Happily Ever After, was it?
I don't think that's what it was called. Like I can picture. I'm gonna go with
Hmm.
Steel
Enchanted.
Enchanted. Enchanted.
Hmm.
Just because I know she's in that. Okay.
She's got a new movie this year called Night Bitch. Mm.
What's the name of the movie? She's probably gonna be one there.
She was in Dear Evan Hansen.
She really. Right. Just because I'm drawing a blank, I'm looking. Kind of cheating here. Picture the movie. Just can't.
Vice.
But she wasn't Vice, wasn't she? That's not what I'm.
Her.
She was in her. That's not what I'm. American Hustle. That's the name of the movie. Couldn't think of.
The Muppets.
All right, so Christian Bale, Oscar nominated. I'll probably start.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Christian Bale was Amy Adams and Christian Bale did a few things together. Vice. He was Dick Cheney in Vice. Boom. All right, so here's the most popular guesses: Arrival, Enchanted, Schindler's List, ET. So we had the most popular. Or were those ours? No, those are the most popular. Machinist, Dark Knight.
Ben, how are you?
Hey, Vane. How are you? Rarest. Charlie Wilson's War. I've never seen it. Minority Report. Wait,
Angel
it's
said
the real-
American Hustle.
that was the movie. I could not think of the name of it, Angel. Got a lot of good reviews, and I think I watched it, but it certainly did not impact me. Not enough for much about it. No, remember it was based out of the 70s. 70s. Ugh. On top of all this chicky, I'm getting sick. Got a sore throat. Crap. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be back.
Okie dokie. He'll be back. You've got me. Oh my goodness. It's supposed to be almost like 79 degrees again on Wednesday. So it's no wonder everybody's getting sick and having allergy issues. So we have behind us. Oh, cute. All we need. Let me answer that real quick. So I'll tell you about this morning. It was funny. I went out well, it snowed there yesterday. Vin, where are you again? Yeah, we've been jumping back and forth. We had a week a couple weeks ago. It was really cold. And then it got, average warm. Then it got chilly, and then we had days in like the 80s. Halloween, it was almost 80 during the day, so it was 70 in the 70s, mid to upper 70s. Northern Canada, British Columbia. Okay. I did not know you were Canadian. We love our Canadians, right, Angel? But yeah, 80 on Thursday. Or not quite 80, but. So we have a privacy fence. 8-foot privacy fence was up when we got here. We like privacy fences. We have 3 large trees. We have a large sycamore in the middle of our backyard. Kind of scares me. It's had a couple really big branches come down with some bad storms. And then with 2 ash trees right up against our back fence. And sorry, noise is coming out of Ferb. I think it was last year. Might have been the year before. I don't know. At some point, I was in the kitchen getting kids ready for school, doing dishes, that kind of stuff in the morning. And I look out and I see this hand reaching over my fence, dropping stuff into my yard. Oh. So I watched for a little bit longer. The old man behind us picks up leaves and sticks that fall into his yard and throws them over our fence. which, you know, is petty as hell and ridiculous, but whatever. But he does it daily. He walks along the fence, and I'm watching him for a while, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And he would do it all the time. And one day it was raining. It wasn't a heavy rain, it was a light rain, but it was raining, and he was out there throwing shit over the fence. I was like, how boring is your life that you've got to throw all the little leaves and stuff? And the ash tree leaves are like the size of your little finger. They're little itty bitty tiny leaves. So we had a straight line wind storm come through, and it knocked a big branch down off the big tree that got wedged and never fell completely to the ground. And then it broke off one of the other trees that also never fell to the ground, but it didn't completely break it either. So my dad and the guy who works for him came over one day with the big ladders and the chainsaws and all that to clean it up. And he already knew the story of the old man throwing shit over the fence. And on the rainy day, I actually went outside and yelled out the back door. I was like, "Man, you are committed to do it in the rain." But my dad was doing the trees and stuff, and I had gone over. My mom was sick, because when we were dealing with her stuff, and Dad was here, so I went over to go help her take care of some of her medical stuff while Dad was here. And Dad told me when I got back, he was on the ladder against the fence, so he's looking over the fence, and the old man is walking over and picking up sticks and dropping them over the fence in front of my dad right there. So my dad started telling him, "You missed one. You missed one over there. Go get that." And he never acknowledged him. He just kept throwing shit over the fence. So then stuff was, hectic for a while. And one day I'm sitting there and I'm watching him throw all the leaves over the fence. And he picks up this leaf. Now, our sycamore, okay, so we have the little ash leaves, which are like this big, tiny little things. And we have the sycamore leaves that are about this big. I mean, they're huge. He throws over a maple tree leaf. I can see it. Throws it over my fence. We don't have a maple tree. There's one in the corner, but it belongs to his other neighbor. I said, "Oh, that's not ours. You should throw that over the other fence." And his wife was at the door. I didn't see him doing anything, throwing anything over the fence for like 3 weeks. He was carrying a bag and putting everything right in a bag. But anyway, I getting up in the morning, I haven't seen him because I'm not I don't get up because I was getting up with all 3 kids. And so I'm not at the window as much. I haven't noticed him in a while. But this morning, I was at the sink doing dishes, and I see this hand dropping stuff over this, and see sticks being thrown. But the day he threw the maple leaf over, I kind of lost it. After I yelled at him, I went out there. I found said maple leaf, and I threw it back over the fence. And I may have thrown a handful of sticks too. And Ferb may have taken a video of it and sent it to my family and said that Chicky had finally lost her mind. So, yeah. And it was funny, I posted on Facebook on the rainy day something about, you're committed when you do this in the rain. And the other neighbors, "It wasn't me, it wasn't me." I was like, "No, we'd be throwing your shit back," because he had oh, I can't remember what kind of tree it's called, but it has drops the monkey balls, the little spiky balls. So it drops the little spiky balls all over, and our yard would be full of them. But they actually had that tree cut down a month or so ago, so no more monkey balls. But anyway, now that I've bored everybody and everybody left. There's a Furby buck. Now you get to walk past the camera.
Well, my visit was canceled.
Yep, I heard. Is it canceled for good or just
Yeah,
for
no,
tomorrow?
he's not flying it. He's not flying it.
Okay.
So-
Damn, I don't get to come see Tim?
Right.
Damn. Where's he going? I'll go with him.
I don't know. So apparently there was weather or something. I think he's just afraid to be in Baltimore and DC during the election.
No, Angel, I don't think he's lazy at all. Because he walks his entire yard. But in the backyard, why? All right, I'm getting weird sounds from my mic, from my headset. He walks back and forth along the fence. He walks all through the backyard and throws all the shit over the fence. He's not lazy. You just don't want to bag it up, I guess. And if you, I'll go for a walk, and I'll walk by his house, and he has a tree in the front yard. He doesn't clean up the leaves from that tree. They're all over the front yard, but he won't let any of our leaves be on his backyard. He's just weird. Weird. DC is actually boarding up the stores and stuff. They've
Are they
boarded up a
really?
lot. Yes. They have boarded up stores. Stores have signs up on their big plywood windows saying that we're open. They put 8-foot fencing around all the government buildings, including Harris's house. 8-foot like wrought iron fences. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's fun. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad that that's what they have to do. But yes.
I don't think anyone in. I don't. I mean, I'd like to think no one cares enough to riot, but I don't know.
People get pissed and they'll act like assholes. That's the problem. But it's just sad that they have to think that way, that they have to make sure that they're careful and protect their businesses and their
Like with the Freddie Freeman stuff. It was Freddie Freeman.
no.
Was it? Oh, Freddie Freeman's a baseball player. Jesus Christ. Freddie Gray. Freddie Gray, right? Wasn't that his name?
Oh, I feel terrible. But
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
know.
think so.
Freddie Freeman.
Yes.
Freddie
Freddie Gray.
Freeman. I have Freddie Freeman on the mind because he just won the MVP in the World Series. So you can't blame me for that. Freddie Gray.
Yeah.
With the Freddie Gray riots back in, gosh, what year was that? Say what year? Before we moved up here.
Yeah, 2015, 2014. Hold on, I'll look it up.
The Freddie Gray riots, because we lived in Baltimore during the Freddie Gray, during the Baltimore riots, and it was scary. It was very scary. But that one,
2015.
I don't want to say it was justified because I don't agree that it's necessarily justified. However, I understand the emotion to it. You know what I mean? Like they were pissed off. You know, like it's just like, you know. So ultimately, you know, I don't think this is as emotional. I don't know. Maybe I'm being naive.
It's a different kind of emotion, but it's emotional. Yes, people are very, 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 very high strung about this. And people are going to act like damn idiots. Either way, both sides. I'm not both sides. It's going to be. No matter what happens, we're still going to have some ugliness.
I have my own personal thoughts that I've promised myself I'm never going to talk about on stream. Because I don't think religion or politics is anything that we want to get anywhere near, and nor are we, I think, educated enough to speak intelligently. Right. All I'm going to say is my personal thoughts aside, I'm not passionate enough to care that much about it, to be that upset by it. Whichever result happens tomorrow, I don't care that much. I shouldn't say I wouldn't care that. Not that much. You know? Like I care, but not enough to riot. So I don't know.
Just people that are over the top.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think there are things that would lead me to be that pissed off. I think there could be. I don't know what they are, but I think there could be.
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, Goth. I mean, like, to be honest, we're in Maryland, right? Maryland is going to go to Kamala Harris. That's almost a done for the most part. So like the swing states are what matter, and we're not a swing state. So for us, we voted, but I don't think our vote. I don't want to say our vote didn't matter, but the state's going to go to Kamala. It's the states that like Pennsylvania. We're a 30-minute drive from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is matters. Pennsylvania matters a lot. There's a lot of other states like that, obviously. So we'll see. It'll be an interesting night tomorrow night. It'll be an interesting night. Do we do election coverage tomorrow night, Chicky?
You just said no politics.
Bad Parent Gaming election coverage? Do it. I need to get a dry erase board.
We have one back there.
We are not intelligent enough to
You
speak
know what?
about it.
We still have the dry erase board that you used for your football poll.
Football
20
drafts.
football pool
Draft.
20 million years ago.
Draft. All draft.
I hate politics. I hate politics with a
We
passion.
could probably do like a fake. We could probably do a funny fake election coverage. And the polls are in. West Virginia has gone to Passive Puppet, everybody. Passive Puppet has gained West Virginia. Based on who wins. Yeah.
I don't know if West Virginia's progressive enough for passive. A living puppet, I mean,
Chance of knowing who wins tomorrow. Still in
yeah, it's going to be very close.
It is. Absolutely. 100%. However, this just in, New Jersey went to JamCal. New Jersey JamCal took Jam. Yeah. Way to go, Jam. Just get a huge map, color in the states red and blue.
Purple and orange.
Purple. Ooh. And an important result here: Ohio has gone to Turtle Sloth, as did Indiana, his home state. Way to go, Turtle! Indiana and Ohio. Hey, what's up, Frostbite?
Hey, Frostbite. Shad's back.
Guys, just in. Dominican has taken Florida. Dominican has won Florida officially. Is driving up and down to Miami and back.
Dom
It
broke
earned him Florida.
Puppet stream today.
Yeah.
Puppet was there. There's a lot of little gift memberships and like little donos here and there. And Puppet kept saying his buttons were, his OBS was kind of skipping a little bit, but it wasn't bad. And at the very end, when he was trying to get off, he was trying to end the stream. All of a sudden, Dom and Knucklehead Ken, and there was a new guy, and I cannot remember his name right now. They sending like gifted memberships and blah blah blah. And he finally was like, "Okay, I'm leaving. I'm really leaving this time." And Dom did a 50 bomb.
Wow.
And Puppet went to hit the button, and the whole thing like it's like broken. It was completely broken.
Yeah,
Dom
can do that. He's done that to our streams, certainly.
Yeah, he did that to us the other day.
Hey, Turtle, so we were jokingly talking about doing election coverage tomorrow night, and I was talking about how, I could say certain states went to different streamers, like JamCal won New Jersey, Puppet won West Virginia, Turtle, you won Ohio and Indiana, Dom won Florida. See who wins the election. He totally should. But we'll be on at some point. It might even be like this again. I don't know. I don't usually care. I don't want to say I don't care. That's not the right word for it, but I don't usually pay as much of attention. Like the last two presidential elections, I didn't watch the coverage that night. But this one, I don't know. This one's different. I kind of feel like watching coverage a little. So I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about, Turtle. Yeah, we early voted last week. So
Thursday? We go Thursday?
No, Thursday was Halloween, right? So it was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So Turtle, we were saying like I don't want to talk religion or politics ever on the stream from a perspective of our opinions, thoughts, or anything like that. Mostly, like I said, because I don't feel like we're educated enough to talk about it intelligently, and I don't want to comment on something that I'm not informed about properly. So with that, I will say I do feel like tomorrow is pretty important, and we were talking about it. The reason this came up as a topic is my visit for tomorrow was canceled. Thank God. One less thing I got to worry about. But I was saying that I think the big guy who was coming into town was avoiding, because he was flying into DC. He's avoiding flying into DC on the day of the election. They said it was storms or something, but I think he may have looked at his calendar and went, "Oh shit!"
Or no storms. We have no
Yeah.
rain, no bad
Well, it
weather.
might be. He's coming from California. Shatter. There's storms in California. So
Yeah, he brought that up, and then I said that they're actually, because we're not that far from DC, far enough, but they're actually boarding up stores and everything. They're boarding everything, and they're boarding up and they put up 8-foot steel fences around the government buildings and Harris's house and some other, different places.
and we got talking about, like, Chicky and I, grew up in Baltimore, and there was the Freddie Gray riots back in 2015. And we were living in Baltimore at the time, and they were scary. It was a crazy night. Like, I remember stepping outside of our house the night of, and literally the sky was orange. Like, our city was on fire. It was pretty crazy to look at. But
You almost drove because I called you
I
because you were
nearly
driving home
drove.
from south.
I
You almost drove right through the middle of it.
because I didn't know what was going on. I had no clue. I was actually helping out on another store that day, and on the total other side of town. And there's two ways to get home from there. Two common ways. You either go around the Beltway, or sometimes, which is this, the highway that goes all circle around Baltimore, or you could
You go
drive.
through the tunnel.
Yeah. Or you could drive through the city, which I sometimes did to avoid Beltway traffic. It was kind of what mood I was in, right? And I had no idea what was going on. I was at work all day. My head was down just working. Right? I was helping in the store. I got my car. I was literally at the part where I would kind of make the decision: do I turn off here or do I keep going straight through the city? And I literally had just turned onto the Beltway when my phone started ringing. Chicky was like, "Where are you?" I was like, I'm on the Beltway." She told me what was going on. And so luckily I didn't drive through the city. The craziest thing is when I was driving around the Beltway, I must have seen 100 police cars driving the opposite direction on the Beltway, going down towards into the city from all jurisdictions around the area, like other counties around the area. It was a crazy, crazy day. When I got home, I pulled up to the house, and there was our street, like fairly main street right next to our house. There's like kind of a little dip, and then it kind of came back up. And as I was coming up to our house, I saw down the dip just literally probably a dozen young men just walking up the street, just walking. I'm like, yeah, getting in the house. So I pulled up to the house, and and one of the kids, I don't even remember which one of the kids came running outside. I was like, get in the house, get back in the house. Like, it was scary. That was a scary day. But anyway, we were talking about, like,
Dad was also in the city that day,
Yeah.
and I texted him, and he, yeah,
And
he was a couple blocks away from some of the mess.
yeah. And so I was saying, like, I wonder if there's going to be any kind of rioting tomorrow. And I don't know if, like, I work in the city. In fact, the store that I currently work in,
ransacked.
was destroyed during. It wasn't ransacked. It was destroyed during the Freddie Gray riots, during the Baltimore riots, 2015. They actually took a stolen, like, U-Haul
Van.
truck, and they backed into the front of the store. Luckily, the gates held, so they never got into the building. But
That's
they
right. I just
fucked
knew they
up
were
the front of
shut
the
for a
store.
while.
The store was shut down for over a
was
month after they did that, because they had to structurally fix everything. So, which ironically, those same doors are getting replaced in my store Thursday morning. So if they riot between tomorrow and Thursday morning, but anyway,
If they do it, then the store will claim insurance instead of paying for it themselves. Turtle's voting for Mr. Christmas Tree. Every time I go by that house, I've been looking for the bike. I haven't seen it. I don't know if he lives there or if he just knows the people there, but he definitely was there all day.
Gath, like I was saying, I don't necessarily, like I said, I understand the passion of it. I understand I do. I don't agree with the act of it, but I understand being so upset. And listen, I feel like there are things that could bring me to that level of upset.
You wouldn't damage other people's property for something that they had nothing to do with.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
You would possibly, protest, but you wouldn't riot. You would make your, hey, I'm not, but you wouldn't damage things that had nothing to do with anything.
Chad, I don't.
So
Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm being naive. I don't think there's going to be rioting personally. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't think it's necessarily going to be over the top. I hope not anyway. But there is going to be people who act like complete and utter assholes, no matter what side
And
wins.
by the way, this ain't going to be finished tomorrow night. No matter what the result is, this ain't going to be finished tomorrow night. This ain't like old elections. That's been changed forever. So
Yeah.
here's my here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I say I feel like there could be stuff that I would be that passionate about, because I know this might sound crazy in our world, right? But like, if the government came and took my kids, like crazy shit like that has happened in other governments before, in other countries and things like that. Yeah, I'd be, they came and did something to Chicky. Yeah, no, I'd fuck some shit up if I had to. Just saying, Chicky.
What?
No, but I'm being serious. Like, so I know it sounds extreme, but that's kind of where my mind is that, like, no, I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I'm just saying I understand the passion of it. And some things, ultimately get you to the point where you're not seeing straight.
Right.
That's all. That's my whole thing. So, like, I can't fathom, like, it would have to be extreme situations, I guess.
What Goth just said.
Our army behind you. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
If the government took your stream.
Oh, for sure. That's number one turtle. I can tell you right now, if I swear to God, somebody did something to Turtle, the end of them. Stalker, meh.
Jesus.
That's where I get in trouble with Stalker. Hope he's not watching. So,
Oh my
anyway,
goodness.
the freedom to stream. It is in the Constitution. It should be, at least. Just wait until Puppet and Jam Cal are
New
president,
amendment.
vice
A new
president.
amendment. Wait a minute, it was supposed to be Topo and Puppet.
Oh yeah, Topo. This is gonna be a tight one. Dom is gonna take Florida. That's a pretty important state. But I believe Turtle's got Indiana. I think he's gonna take Ohio with him. That's a pretty big state too. Although Shad could take California. That's a big one.
Shad could take California,
know-
Montana, and Michigan.
Oh, Shad could take the West Coast. Shad might be an upset. Look out, guys. Look out. Chicky, we have Maryland. That's all we have.
We're not running.
I think we could get Delaware, though. Chicky, I think we could take 2 states. We could take Delaware and Maryland.
Total dictatorship.
Less taxes than that. I'm kind of hungry, Chicky. Look, Shad's putting out his entire platform. Oh, that's true. Angel's got the Pacific Northwest. Okay. Oh,
You two could run together.
Listen. Tomorrow might, you know what? Tomorrow might get crazy up in here.
Shadrach, Angel, they'd take over, I think. They ran
It's gonna
together.
be a tight race. So like Shad's got Montana and California for sure.
Everybody would know when they're coming because hello.
But Angel's probably got Oregon and
I've already been notified of
Washington.
my win. Can become the United States of North America.
Who was it earlier that said they're in Canada?
Vincent.
Ben's got British Columbia. Congratulations, you're now part of the United States of North America.
We would combine Canada and Mexico into
Do you have any
us.
Mexican friends?
Just
Oh,
Brian and
wait,
Brian.
no, fuck that. You and I have Mexico. We went to Cabo.
Yeah, Brian and Brian.
Yeah, we got Mexico. We got Maryland, Delaware, and Mexico.
Well, I mean, Odepel's got Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Dom's got the DR. It's gonna be an interesting race tomorrow
All right,
night.
now we need to sit down and find out which streamers we have where.
Right? Exactly.
Thing is, we got too many in Indiana.
We still don't know where Puppet is. Does anyone know where Puppet is?
Yeah, I think.
Chicky thinks it's Florida, but we're not sure. I thought you said you thought it was Florida. Why'd you make that face?
We do not discuss these things.
We don't know. We don't discuss politics and religion. We discuss other streamers.
I wish I turn myself. I mean, there's some things, but definitely not everything.
Careful what you wish for, Vin.
I don't know. I know plenty of people want to go to Canada.
Does anybody watch Last Week Tonight with John Oliver? I know Chicky doesn't.
I do. I don't like it, but I do.
Chicky,
Yes, you do.
you've seen like 2 episodes ever.
No, I've seen quite a few. You've turned that on a
So,
lot.
Yesterday's episode, at the very end, he had Will Ferrell sing a New America song. So funny. So funny. It's hysterical. I'd disband the ATF. Gun control would be common sense. Healthcare would be reformed, and and so would the school system. Right? Okay. Guys,
There's no common sense when it comes to gun control.
that is going to be our president, everybody. Somebody voted for cartoon bottom left, and the pictures aren't even up on the screen anymore. So I should end that poll.
Yeah, we have a new emojis. A new emoji. Well, depending on the last time you were here. So this one is brand new today. Toodaloo, bitches. Because Toodaloo and then 2 female dogs. At least Ferb said they're female. I don't know if he checked.
I just said they're dogs.
And then the other day he added these 2. Or he changed. He changed them to those.
All right, Chicky. I think I'm going to end the stream here.
Yeah.
So.
It's a sleepy chicky.
Well, it's nice to turn this on and just have you guys come in every once in a while. Listen to me stupid shit.
You do that all the time. Doesn't matter what we're doing. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Ramble around. There's no wheel spins today, guys.
Oh yes, wheel is embargoed today only. I thought I was gonna have a big visit tomorrow, so I embargoed it right at the beginning, and that just got canceled about 10 minutes ago. But now I'm gonna end the stream, so I'm not trying to have a wheel spin at the end of my stream here. So, all right, God, chat's got 108,000. Oh my lord. Okay, that's right. No wheel spins, only politics and religion tonight. To be fair, we have not spoken religion at all. Okay, man. Now we're getting everybody's. Man, oh, Goth's got New York. Goth's got New York on lock. I'd make pot legal, free healthcare, and school system. Would ban all social media crap that isn't YouTube or Discord. Chicky, I think our intro song would be the national anthem.
Oh my god.
Chad, I can tell you the one thing I will tell you religion wise is neither Chicky nor I are really religious at all. If you could not tell from our stream. It's my mother was religious, my father wasn't. And even my mother was, let me put it this way, my mother was raised Catholic. And she still went to church a lot, over the years, but still it went down mostly when she got sick, but it went down over the years to the point where she didn't really go much ever because she couldn't, but she still had faith. My father just, so I don't have any strong faith. Chicky kind of has similar kind of stuff. Her family didn't really do
I
much.
wasn't. No,
Well, no, when I say similar, like you weren't.
my dad had nothing. My dad decided he wanted nothing to do with the church when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So we weren't brought up religious at all. There's a difference between being spiritual and religious to me. I like to say I'm spiritual to an extent, but I'm definitely not religious.
And now here we go talking religion, Turtle. God damn it.
Well, why not? We'll get it all in. Get it all in.
Do
You
it.
know.
It's all in tonight here. Amen, Turtle.
Exactly, Shad. Exactly. Like
Maybe I go get some gummies tomorrow night, Chicken. We try them finally on tonight. What could go wrong?
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, we had so there was a church near where I used to work, near where we used to live, to be honest, not super far. But a lot of the people that went to said church shopped at the store I worked at. And they were very pushy. They were very pushy. And the one guy that was like higher up pastor or whatever he was used to come in the store and he was always making comments to us about something. And I was busy in the office one day and he would always come in and buy money orders. He bought money orders to pay all his bills. And he came up, I'm busy, I'm dealing with people, and he puts this little business card up in the window, and I took it and looked at it, and it says, "You must be born again." I said, "Thank you," and I put it aside. I was like, "Whatever, okay, thanks, have a good day." He wouldn't leave. "Did you read what the card said?" "Yes, I read what the card said. Thank you, have a good day." "Have you been born again?" I said, "I was born once, that was more than enough for me." He never talked to me again. He left me alone after that. And then the other one asked if I knew where I was going when I died, and I said I didn't know. And he said, "You mean you think you might go to that other place?" I said, "You mean hell?" He didn't take that very well either. You know, don't be pushy with me. Oh, I had all because that was during food stamps. That was the week of food stamps, so the lines were like out the wazoo. And everybody loved that. They were the ones though, they stopped at the bus stop when I was going to Towson. And they stopped across the street and this young girl came walking over to me and started asking me, and then she's telling me how if I came with them they'd take me to their church, and I was like, "You can go away."
All right, so Goth has opened up a new thing. He says, "I believe in spirits and energy pretty much. However, I've been called a demon, blah, blah, blah." The spirits and energy thing. So let me give you a little bit. So first of all, Chicky's mother, who unfortunately passed away last year. Yeah, I would say almost 2 years now, but yeah.
Yeah, we lost both of them.
Yeah, but she pretty strongly believed in ghosts and all that stuff, right? And I always kind of tease her because, to be honest, I don't in that stuff, but nonetheless, but I would kind of poke at her, have fun with her. But was it this house where we were in the kitchen?
No,
Was it the other house?
where the water turned on?
Yes,
It was the old house.
it was the old house.
It was the old house where you were poked in the side one time too when I was nowhere near you.
So Chicky and I were in our old house, and we were in the kitchen, and the water just turned on. I mean, it literally just turned on. I'm like, wait a minute, what was that? It was weird. That's the closest to any time that I've ever been like,
You had the one time that you were poked in the side.
yeah, that even. I think that could be a muscle spasm.
Mm.
Like that one doesn't whatever. But the water turning on ain't a muscle spasm. I don't know how that water turned.
And then here I had the one, I have a friend who her son was stillborn, and she talks about him all the time, and he'd be 22 now. And whenever somebody's having a really rough time or has something going on, she says she's going to send him to you. You know, she tells him, "Go spend time." So Kevin was having his surgery, and the day of, I was chatting in a private Facebook group about it, and she was messaging me, and she was, I'm gonna send him to you. I'm gonna send him to you." And I went upstairs to make dinner, and I had Kevin swing in the kitchen. Wasn't being used. But like shortly after she said, I'm gonna send him to you, I'm gonna send him to hang out with you and just calm your nerves, blah blah blah. The swing started moving, like swinging. It didn't just the dog didn't walk by it, or it just started to swing. It's kind of, little things like that, which could be completely coincidental, but just odd.
Didn't they say, was it Colin went into the laundry room and started talking to someone? Was that Colin or was that Cordy? Sorry. Wasn't there something like at your parents' house where someone walked into the laundry room and started?
Cordy used to, yes, he did. He used to go in there and on like twice he walked in there and started talking to somebody that wasn't there.
But didn't your mom say that there was someone specific she thought was in that house?
The guy who used to own it.
Yeah. Start over again. What, Shad?
And
You want her to start that story over?
And there was a Civil War soldier too that she swore was there a lot. And then we went to Gettysburg with Janie. My mom and I went. There's a woman that claims to be a medium, that kind of fun stuff, And she would say stuff that really had you thinking. But my mom wanted to do it, and I was like, okay, I'll do it with you. And it was interesting. Start over was the end of my other paragraph.
Oh, sorry. So now we've moved on to Turtle has seen 2 UFOs.
When I was a kid growing up, I would look at the side of my bed, and an old grandma would be in a rocking chair, then slowly get up and start pulling a knife. Look away and look back, and it would start over. Well, yeah, that's not a fun one at all. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That the camera, Miss Goon's old dog who saved her mom's life before she passed. Right before I moved here, I never saw a photo. Now I described it, and she confirmed it. Yeah, so yeah, it's interesting. We went to Gettysburg with this woman. We went and did a night at Gettysburg, and we went wandering through all the battlefields and everything. And I took pictures. I'll have to see if I can find them. I took pictures on one of the Sachs Bridge, which is like a really well known for paranormal stuff. And I took multiple pictures. I took one and there's somebody in the picture and it's just clear and there's the person that was with us, whatever. And then I took one right after that. And the person was no longer in it, but there was like this, like, it wasn't steam, but it was like a cloudy looking wispy on the side that wasn't there 2 minutes before.
So, Turtle, are you saying nobody gave a shit about the UFO you saw because Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith?
Oh, he's saying Chris Rock got smacked because Turtle saw a UFO.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Goth.
Do you remember, Chicky, this? Back in 2001, there was a woman. It was a young, like, DC, like, political intern who, I can't remember if she went missing or her body was found.
She was the one that was raped, and then it was found to have to do with another political figure.
Well, no, they never solved it.
I thought they
No,
did.
they didn't. And I can't remember if her body was found or if she went missing. But either way, the reason I mention it is, and I can't remember the name of it, but it happened the summer before 9/11. 9/11 came in, nobody gave a shit about it anymore, and it just went away.
She went jogging and disappeared, I think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Hey, that guy.
She was an intern.
Yeah.
She was an intern.
You don't remember 9/11? I remember 9/11 vividly. Man, this stream is going off the rails.
Chandra Levy, yep,
Yeah.
24-year-old intern at the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Her skeletal remains were found in Rock Creek Park in May of 2002. She went missing in May of 2001.
Yeah. You were only 3. Yeah. It was a crazy day, Turtle. It was an absolutely crazy day. You were at work, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I stayed because they were sending people home, but we had all the kids. And as the kids got picked up, we were thinning out our staff and sending people home. But because Lisa and I didn't have kids at the time, we stayed until everybody else was gone. And then I went right to the Red Cross, and I was there for, God, something like 7 hours, I think.
Yeah.
5.
I do
And
remember
my
that.
phone
Yeah.
had died. I'd called you and let you know what I was doing because my phone was the battery power was crapping out. And I called you and let you know what I was doing, but then I had no contact, and you and Dad got mad because you couldn't get a hold of me. Yeah, I was at the Red Cross for like hours and hours and hours and hours to give blood.
Yeah. So I'll tell you my one story, but we used to have a TiVo. I don't know if you guys know what a TiVo even is, but it's a DVR, right? It's a recorder. And my
Hey, that guy. Hey, Galaxy. We're talking about all kinds of weird shit.
I don't remember what I wanted to record that morning, but I set it to record something. And then like a couple days later after 9/11, I remember like kind of going to click on something I was going to record, and it was like all footage from 9/11 that morning because it obviously interrupted everything. So I had like all this Evo footage from the morning of 9/11 because I was at work when it kind of all was happening. So, but that's not the real story.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, boop boop boop. I love TiVo. TiVo was great. Um, no, but the morning of my store at the time had
3 family
we used to
members
have
in.
2 assistant managers, and I was an assistant manager at the time. I wasn't a general
Wow,
manager.
gosh.
For my funeral. Oh wow. Um, but anyway, yeah, no. So I was at work. So 2 assistant managers and a general manager back then. I was an assistant manager, and back to school is a really busy season for us, and we were just out of back to school. So it's kind of a time that we typically start to kind of get our store kind of back in a better shape. So that morning, me and the other assistant manager came in early that morning to go in and just get things done. So we went in really super early that morning. My general manager at the time was a douchebag, and he never closed, but he finally agreed to close because he didn't want to come in early with us. He was like, so he, with the rare times he was scheduled himself to close. So we came in that morning. We were doing. I remember some woman came into the store and was like, "A plane flew into the World Trade Tower." We're like, "What?" So it was crazy because we all went to the back, and we had at the time we had a TV in the break room, so we're all sitting around in there watching the TV. And my other assistant manager, he was still up doing work. I'm like, "Dude, this is kind of a big deal. You might want to come check this out." But he just kept working. But so I remember being in the break room watching this, and I had a guy. I actually had 2 guys that worked for me, but this one guy who worked for me was from Afghanistan, and I had never heard the name of Osama bin entire life. And he's literally, we're sitting in there. This is the day it's happening, the morning while it's happening, we're watching it, and he literally just looks at it and goes, "Osama bin Laden." Like, like I had no idea who that was, and he was like, "Yep, guarantee you this is who that is." Sure enough, and I remember always telling the story. Within days of this happening, some like I don't know if it was FBI, who it was, but someone came to our store, and it was before the pictures of the terrorists had actually been released. They came in with these pictures and asked if anybody had bought cell phones from us that looked like these pictures. At the time, we sold cell phones, and we didn't recognize any of the people. But then, like literally within a couple days of them coming with those pictures, they released the hijackers, and it was those pictures. Like, so they literally were in my neck of the woods buying cell phones, apparently. So they were trying to obviously track all their, everything about them. But yeah, it was just insane. That whole time was insane. My parents got married in '98. They got married in Tennessee. They picked me up at grandma's at 5 in the morning, 9/11. My brother travels a lot for work, and at the time, and he often went to Nebraska, to Omaha. His actually, wherever Ameritrade is based out. This is all- it's gonna be-
No, my uncle was in New York.
That's right.
His company was based in New York, so he would go up during the week and stay there. He actually watched the second plane hit the tower from his apartment, and then he couldn't get home
Yeah,
because he
Omaha.
would fly up.
So my brother was a VP for Ameritrade, and he would often travel to Omaha, Nebraska, where their headquarters are. And I believe he was in Omaha. He had to drive home. Omaha to Maryland is quite a drive. quite a drive, but he obviously planes were grounded, and I think even finding cars were difficult. Like finding rental cars were difficult.
Yeah,
So
because they were all taken.
well, let's see. We've talked politics, religion, ghosts, 9/11,
UFOs,
UFOs, um, NFL picks, TimeGuesser, emojis,
ice cream for dinner.
ice cream for dinner, movie grid. I showed you my analytics.
You showed them
Accidentally,
your what?
you heard me. Conspiracy theories are next.
Tacos for your dinner, turtle.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. We talk about how shit. What's MB?
My Wi-Fi is
My wife-
because of the
right
storm
now,
outside.
where do you live? Where do you live? Okay, you don't need to tell us exactly, but where are there storms right now? What area of the country?
State.
What state? Yeah, state is good. Jack in the Box, Monster Tacos, and Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger. Is Jack in the Box really good, Shad? We live on the East Coast. We don't have Jack in the Box.
You were gonna say shad in a box.
Oklahoma, tornadoes and everything.
Oh wow, stay safe.
Oklahoma is like the worst state
Oklahoma.
for weather. Tornadoes every 5 minutes in Oklahoma.
Not really.
It's okay, nothing stellar. You could have me in a box. Just camping while there was the first touchdown.
Yeah, he was camping last
That was
weekend when they
blown.
had.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's insane, Galaxy.
yeah. See, I mean, where we are now, we get it. Hurricanes were a little bit more crazy for us when we were closer to the city because we were closer to the water. But like, at least you get warnings with hurricanes. Tornadoes, you get nothing. I mean, they can kind of sort of say there's some bad weather coming. You might have tornado warnings, but that's like those straight line winds that came through and took down parts of our tree. That was crazy. They have $1 tacos. Anything still has $1. I miss the $1 Mexi melts at Taco Bell.
Oh,
Number one, they weren't $1 anymore, and number two, they got rid of them anyway. Nothing like making people go in the mess hall and shoving my body with 400 milligrams of caffeine at 4 a.m. Yeah,
Like-
gotta do what you gotta do.
Galaxy, are you in the military?
I asked the other day if it was scouts or something. But I think he had stepped away already before I asked. Austin was asking me, who's Galaxy? I've never seen him before.
Boy Scouts, okay. My dad was I was a Cub Scout. I didn't go into Boy Scouts. That was the whole thing. But I was Weeblo. What? I was Weeblo. I got Arrow of Light and all that kind of stuff. And my dad, after I left, my dad actually continued to be a scout leader for, gosh, what, another 20 years? Probably 15, 20 years after that. He was involved with the Scouts for a long time. So, it's definitely. And I actually have a friend. He's popped in the chat a couple times, Ellery, who is very involved with Scouts as well, actually.
He's like the area
Yeah,
top dog.
Yeah, he is, I think, now. And his mom, his parents were very involved over the years, and he just kind of followed them. So I think they're still very involved. Oh,
My
Stephanie,
oldest did scouts, but
yeah. I enjoyed it. I didn't want to do it anymore. That was my whole thing. Like I did it for like 2 or 3 years, and I enjoyed when I did it. But then when I was done, I was like, oh, I'm done. I experienced it, and they really tried to, like, I don't want to say bully, but like
tried to strong arm
they
you.
trying to kind of strong arm me into being the Boy Scouts. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thanks. Bye. So they saw my sweet ass and wanted.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, Galaxy. I'm sorry. I know that's a horrible stereotype. Anyway,
Just taking it everywhere.
yeah, right. wanted to, but I couldn't because they're meeting her on Wednesday. Priority was church. Yeah, I love to see from sweet ass.
He's got a little butt. I get a picture for you, Shad.
You ain't getting no picture. Actually, I was sound sleeper. She could totally just whip my pants down and snap a picture, and I wouldn't even know what was going on.
No. I'll take it in the morning when you're getting ready for work.
You'll take what in the morning?
Your picture in the
Oh.
morning. You come out and sit at the side of the bed.
This is a little too inside sports now, Chicky.
It'll be late now. It's late in the morning now, so there'll be enough light to do it without scaring everybody. And they're red from the hot
I
water.
feel like this is like Dom one more. Oh, like we just keep going on to new topics. I'm trying to get off and go get something to eat. That's what she said. And just keep talking about other topics. This is the crazy Ferb and Chicky train of thought you guys are experiencing.
Welcome to our world.
Oh, yeah. All right. Wait, who's that? What's that? What's going on?
It's getting more batteries. 2 days in a row playing stuff with dead batteries. He's playing Wii games with his friends tonight.
Have we been on for 2 hours? We've been on for 2 hours? Holy shit, we've been on for 2 hours. I wanted to do this for like 20 minutes. Okay. Anyway, all right.
Shad, I got you. I got you, Shad.
Gosh. Okay. All right, we're going for real.
I'll have to send it through Snapchat. We need to do Snapchat so it'll
Short stream galaxy.
you'll get to see it and then it'll be gone.
2 hours actually is kind of a short stream for us. We're typically 3-4 hours. So
Did 8.5 the other night.
we did. Saturday. Anyway.
Bustin' the next day was like, "You were on for 8 hours." He's like, "Yeah." It's just
Well, good luck, Galaxy.
Yep.
All right, we're
Have
going.
fun.
I'm going to go get something to eat. So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Thank you.
I don't have that loaded up here. Hold on.
Thank you.
You need too many buttons.
No.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Oh, Chicky. Oh, you've gone too far. Wait, where's that?
No.
Yeah, see?
No. That's gone too far.
Gone too
You
far.
can't
Chicky.
find anything.
Toodaloo, bitches. Do the toodaloo, bitches, guys. Toodaloo. All right. Say goodnight, Chicky.
Good night, Chicky.
Toodaloo, bitches.